Hey, welcome to Hebsy on Sports. And what great news for Toronto Blue Jays fans. Mark Shapiro, who a couple days ago signed his own 5-year deal. Everyone was saying, oh man, great that you signed a deal. Why don't you go out and get some free agents? Well, you know what? He did. 6 years and $150 million for George Springer, all-star outfielder. Played on the Houston Astros, the team that cheated and won the World Series a few years ago. And he's going to be a Blue Jay. And as soon as I heard the news, the first thing I thought of was, who broke the story? Like, was it Shai Davidi? Was it Ben Nicholson Smith? Was it Arden Zwelling? Was it Jeff Blair? Was it Hazel May? It had to be someone from Sportsnet because Sportsnet's owned by Rogers and the Jays are owned by Rogers. But no, the person that broke the story was someone that no one had ever heard of before. A fellow by the name of Brendan Kuhn from Abbotsford, British Columbia. He's a Blue Jays fan, and he writes occasionally for Blue Jays Nation. And at 8:27 last night, while in a barber's chair in Abbotsford, BC, or somewhere near there, because you can get a haircut in British Columbia, he tweeted out the story. And then a few minutes later, Joey Vendetta, who's got a show on Saturdays on Sportsnet 590 The Fan, which is the Blue Jays station, has been since their inception, he confirmed the story that he was also hearing and confirmed that Springer had signed a deal with the Jays pending a physical. Wow! Not Keith Law, not Ken Rosenthal, not John Hyman, not anybody from Sportsnet, but like a couple of guys that like fringe guys. And nothing against them, they broke the story. How does that happen? When people are asking, who's your source and is this fake news? How does it happen that two guys like this break the story when all these insiders that have all the contacts that can get in touch with anybody, that usually break the stories and get the scoops, they weren't anywhere to be found? And then when the time came that they confirmed the deal and the details, some of them didn't even give credit to Brandon Kuhn or Joey Vendetta for having the story first. So good on those guys for getting the story. Now, here's my projected Blue Jays lineup for 2021. Kevin Biggio leading off, followed by Bo Bichette, followed by George Springer, the new guy, who's going to bat third, I think. Teoscar Hernandez, fourth, coming off a great season last year. Fifth, you got to have Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and then Vladdy Guerrero, sixth, and playing third base, at least for the time being. And then you got Rowdy Tellez. You got Grichuk, who can probably play the DH role in this particular case. And then you got the catcher Jansen. Now, if you want to play Vladdy at first base and have him platoon with Tellez, you can do that too. And then the other guy is going to DH. But then what do you do at third base? You got to get a guy to play third base as well. All in all, though, fabulous lineup for the Blue Jays. Pitching staff, hey, you signed Ryu last year as a free agent. He's your number one guy. You've got Nate Pearson, who's got all the potential in the world and throws 103 miles an hour. Maybe this is his year. And then after that, the cupboard's kind of bare for starting pitching, but you got a hell of a bullpen. Just signed Kirby Yates. 8 guys in that bullpen. You may not need your starters to go any more than a few innings. They may even go 2-3 innings like they did with Shoemaker last year in the playoffs. Who knows? All I know is you now got George Springer, MVP candidate, center fielder, great defender, power hitter, gets on base. Man, the Jays are going to be going places. I can hardly wait. One thing, though, how did the Jays introduce George Springer to the media and the fans? I mean, normally you'd bring him up to Toronto, you'd have a press conference, he'd put on a Blue Jays shirt, right? And there'd be all these photos taken and he would, say how great it is to be in Toronto. But I don't even know if he can come up to Toronto now. I don't know if they'll let him across the border. I have no idea. They might have it as a Zoom call from Dunedin. And then when people are down at spring training and then the season finally starts in 72 days, maybe then we'll finally see the inauguration of George Springer. Until then, join me Friday mornings for Hebsy on Sports on my YouTube channel. The channel is called Live from Toronto with Hebsy. We go at 9:20 every Friday morning, and it's going to be a heck of a show this week. So check it out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and all kinds of great content available there. We'll see you, and hopefully you'll hear from us Friday morning at 9:20 on the Live from Toronto with Hebsy YouTube channel. Talk to you then.